Disappointing day down in Clare, he'd lost it.
Yeah, we were disappointed, I suppose. Given the start, we had 1-5 down after 15 minutes or so. But then, I suppose, at that stage you never really knew what was going to happen. We were kind of looking around, kind of almost in shock at that stage. But we gathered ourselves and we got composed. We got a few scores on the board, and then actually kicked on well. Second half, kind of, they got almost their second win, and they went to maybe 7 points ahead, clear again. So we stuck to the task and started clawing that back. And then, coming 70 minutes up, there's only 3 points in it. But obviously then we didn't get any closer than that. But we were happy with the performance, and obviously performances at this stage, you're looking more towards results. You want to get results, but I suppose the two are kind of linked. If you can keep going with those performances, it's only a matter of time really before you get the result you require.
Is it a boost that you actually finished strong, as opposed to we saw in the Super 8s last year after 55 minutes? I think you were thereabouts in all the games really and fell off.
Yeah, that was true in Super 8. So I suppose the running team of the Super 8 for us was that last 15 minute collapse, and I suppose that was the advantage, I suppose, of having played the Super 8s last year. We could address that over the winter, and we can look at why was the reason that was happening, and we'd spend a lot of time on that over the winter, saying, kind of dissecting it almost and looking at ways that we can improve to last the last 15 minutes longer. And I think, as you said, we seem to kind of have that now. The Mayo game, I think we finished well and strong as well. The Tyrone game as well, we were going right at it until the final whistle. So we're always looking for ways to improve, and that was one thing that we'd really targeted towards the back end of last year.
In terms of progression, do you think you're in a better place, like just falling short against the Kerrys and Donegals and these teams, rather than being down in Division 2 playing a lower standard or stuff? I
think compared to this time last year, we're definitely in a better place, yeah. And I think the overall trend, or the overarching trend, is that we're improving. I think it's kind of been almost a stepwise improvement. So Division 2 last year, getting out Division 2, then Super 8s, they've all been kind of building on each other, and now Division 1 football, kind of week in, week out, is improving. I hope we'll kind of see later on in the year, is it true, but I hope that it will stand to us. Okay, maybe whatever happens at the end of the year, if we stay up or go down, I think we'll definitely be in a better position towards the end of the league than we were last year.
It's key to be exposed on to these games, like obviously to get the 3 Super 8s games last year, 7 games in Division 1, like you probably felt that you were long enough without that calibre of match.
I suppose we've been a good few years now without reaching a quarter final, as they were then. They're now Super 8s, and I suppose that was one thing we really targeted last year. After getting out of Division 2, the natural progression was, obviously Leinster, deal with Leinster, whatever comes there, but ultimately we had to get to Super 8 to get that exposure to those Division 1 teams. And I think they were invaluable to us, given one, you get to pitch yourself against the best teams in the country. We had Donegal, Kerry and Mayo, so brilliant teams there to pit yourself and see what you're made of, and then also to learn the lessons pre-Division 1. So it was better learning those lessons in Super 8, having the winter to work on them, than going into play, say, the first 3 games of Division 1 this year and only learning your lessons then. So it's always kind of it's been building nicely, and we've always been learning on the kind of the previous games as such, so that's continuing this year as well. So
through young players as well, going into Division 1, it's massive for the long term aspect.
It is, it's huge. And I suppose this year we've been kind of unfortunate, we've been struck with a few injuries to key players, but you can lament your injuries if you want, but you're not going to get any sympathy for that. So it's a matter of the new lads and the younger lads seizing the opportunity. That's an opportunity for lads to go put their hand up, put their best foot forward, and I think lads have done that really well. They've come in, they've slotted in there seamlessly, and it's an opportunity for them then to get Division 1 football. And potentially then the lads that are coming back from injuries, it's up to them to step up, given that we've had the exposure to the Division 1 games. It's up to the lads coming back now to step up and try push for places again. So it's great. As I said, this time last year, not one person on the team had Division 1 experience, so that's one thing that we've really learned this year, and that's only going to improve us and stand to us, I think, going forward.
Sunday's game's key one. Like if you win, you can look forward to the last 2 rounds. Like you give yourself a real fighting chance of staying up if you win this Sunday.
It's Galway in Navan, and I suppose weekend previous Galway have showed really well that they've given Tyrone a bit of a beating there. Obviously there was instances of that game that maybe might have swayed the result one way or other, but Galway seem to be really flying well at the minute, top of Division 1, score difference, playing a really nice brand of football. Port Joyce has them there, and them coming to Navan, it's an opportunity for us there, in our home ground to potentially get a result there. And as you said, if the result goes your way that weekend, you could look forward to the next games, and you can, potentially 4 points might do it, 6 probably will do it. So you have 3 games left. There's 6 points on offer there. So obviously it starts with Galway this weekend, but it's a big game.
You spoke already about last year was obviously a really successful year in building, but from a personal point of view, you yourself had a really good season, nominated for an All-Star and stuff. Was it the most enjoyable season of your Meath career so far?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Yeah, it was really enjoyable. I think previous league campaigns hadn't gone to plan, so that had always been frustrating on a personal and a team level. That every year we felt we were probably good enough to qualify out of Division 2, but Division 2 is so competitive that one game or one result here or there, the wrong result can actually scupper your chances to get out of the division because it's so competitive. So last year we were lucky that it was. The results went our way. We lost one game out of 7, so it was really enjoyable. And then obviously carried that into the team, carried that form really into the championship, bar the Dublin game, which was kind of a weird one. We had good team performances, except the last 15 minutes of the team, but it was a very enjoyable year of football, I have to say. Yeah, it was one of the most enjoyable years. Yeah.
And sorry, I lost my train of thought. Took me there. So it is.
From you seem to get a lot of goal scoring chances and get the ball in scoring positions coming from the half back line. Is there anything in particular you do in your game in terms of the runs you make and things like that to get into those positions?
I think it's a lot of it's pure luck. I say if you asked other defenders why I'm up there, they'll give you a different answer. Get the hell back. Yeah. But sometimes you just end up in the play. You follow the play. Maybe you carry it halfway, and a run might take you into that position, and you might be lucky enough to be picked out by one of your teammates or something. But there's nothing really in particular that I'm doing. I just seem to sometimes find myself there, probably the wrong man at the right time or the right place. But if I can set up scores, that's some of my job done as well.
Did the All-Star nomination fill you with confidence then? A lot of people would decide you weren't lucky enough to win it, but did it fill you with confidence coming into this year then that you can push on to the next level?
It did, and it kind of almost made me hungrier for it this year. Kind of, it's nice to get the recognition and all, but I suppose the team is the number one thing in the whole setup, and I was eager. I suppose other lads were eager to get back to training and try to push the performances. I know 3 of us got nominated this year. I think that gave other lads, opened their eyes to say, look, why not me next year? Other lads. So I think the vibe since we've come back has been really good, and the lads are pushing really hard. So I think the All-Star nomination for me personally and Brian and Connor, it's more than that. It goes to show that other lads in the setup, the opportunities are there if we put in the performance that we can. It could be any of us next year. It could be any number of us.
Anthony Moyles was saying, I think it was last year, he was talking about you. He said in his opinion he felt that at the early stages of your career Meath were underutilising you by having you play cornerback sometimes, having you man mark people essentially. Kevin spoke there about now you seem to have been given almost like a free role at wing back to go and create stuff. Is that how it is? Do you prefer playing more out the field, or do you like being back there?
Yeah, I've throughout my club history I've always played in half back line, somewhere centre back, wing back, and I think it's one of the most enjoyable positions on the field. I think if you ask any of the lads around the middle, I know Brian mentioned says the same thing. He's played a lot of half back for his club and underage as well with Meath, and he really enjoys half back line. It's kind of it's a nice role. You have a mixture of obviously you're a defender first and foremost, but you've also the opportunity to go forward and get on the end of attacks or get set up scores, whatever. So it's definitely something. It's a position that I really like as wing back. Moisley, I played with Moisley when I was starting off, and I suppose I made my name on the first few years as a man marker, and I suppose I was absolutely delighted to play that role for the team, and I was just happy to get my position on the team given the competition that was there at the time as well. So maybe it's progressing now, and there's probably better man markers that are pushing me out. Maybe that's the only reason I'm out of the half back line, that I've no other option. But we've good man markers now at the minute. But I'm a bit happier out there. You get a bit more involved in the play.
Just on your, do we call you Doctor Donal?
Not a real doctor.
Not a real doctor.
Well, yeah, officially the title of doctor, but I don't enforce it on people.
We're just interested to know about being a scientist and stuff. Do you work within Dublin, or does it lend itself to your inter-county career, I suppose?
Yeah, I think it doesn't. It's not an advantage or a disadvantage really. To be honest, I'm working in Bristol Myers Squibb there in Mulhuddart at the minute. So, you know, I think they're very flexible in their time. They're really good, really nice company to work for, and you know, they're not very stringent. There's flexi time, so I can come if I've trained in the evening. If I need to go early, I come in early in the morning, do my time, and get out. Or likewise, if I've last Sunday we weren't home from Kerry till 10:30, so you know, tired after that you can go in a little bit later and stay a bit later in the evening. So it's very flexible. And I'm I suppose one of the lucky ones that I'm living at home at the minute, same in just outside Slane there in Meath. In Mulhuddart it's fine, it's 40-45 minute commute up, so it's kind of it's helping me in that regard. So I'm not going and sitting in traffic for hours on end, and it's get in, get your work done, get out, and it's freeing me up, I suppose, to be available to play and train. So it's, I suppose, it's similar to any other kind of job that is flexible. It's neither an advantage nor a disadvantage. Just work is something you just got to do.
Yeah. I suppose before I let you go, something I'd asked one of the other guys before, just for the rule changes over your career, this is where all the rule changes seem to be happening. Do you feel like it's unfair on you guys as players? It kind of feels like you can be guinea pigs, I suppose, at times.
I suppose I was victim of a black card at the weekend. So I suppose, yeah, there does seem to be a chopping and change in the minute, but as players, I think obviously we're asked our opinion, we give our opinion from what's done with then is I don't know what happens then, but I suppose we just have to get on with the game. Obviously we can provide our opinion, and at the end of the day we are the ones playing the game, but I think for me personally anyway, I just, you know, I accept the changes to make, and I go just get on with it. Really, the black card, with black cards, 2-tier, whatever the case may be, it's just a matter of playing your game and just getting on with it, I think, for me anyway.
Fair enough.
Thanks for watching Our Game. Don't forget to like and share the videos, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe.